Hi, this is Greg, and I'd like to teach you a couple trades that I've done lately and what to look for when you trade, especially at reversals. Okay, so what I do is I look at trades that are moving right now. Trades where news have come out, maybe gap or volume has happened. So I'm going to look at that and try to measure who's winning the battle between the buyers and the sellers. Who's got greater pressure? Because that's kind of how I view it, as pressure. Stocks will move even in the very short term intraday. They'll move up and down, but who's winning? Who's got more pressure on the other one? That's who's gonna win overall. Okay, so bad news came out on FedEx. They lowered guidance, I believe, and of course the stock gapped way down on this day on heavy volume. Volume on this day, if you look in the top left corner of the chart right here, volume on that day was 21.5 million shares, whereas typical volume is about 1 to 2 million shares as you look through there. Okay, so the stock went down, and on that day I sold it short at a price of 148.32. And you know, it started to go down, it started to work, but then the buyers dug in their heels and they beat up on the sellers. Okay, so I bought it on this day. Started to go down a little bit. I bought it towards the bottom of the red candle, but not at the very bottom, as you can see. About $1.50 higher than that low price you see off to the right in black, 146 there. Okay, so it was starting to work out. Then it bounced, and what day was it? It was the 23rd. That day, at the beginning of that day, I realized that the sellers were losing. Okay, and I was not going to make money on my short, so I got out about $2 higher. That's an exit of about 150.28. So lost a couple bucks on that trade, and I immediately reversed because I saw that the buyers were winning, and I bought in at 150.26, really close to where I exited my short. And since then, you notice that the buying pressure, the buyers went up. They pulled it back a little bit. No big deal, because you got to let it wiggle a little bit. That would have scared out some people right on these 2 days. But, you know, I gave it plenty of room. So I got out today at 157 and 20 cents. So basically I lost about $2 a share on the first trade, and I made $7 a share on the second trade. That's how you do it. Okay. Now from here, I got out because of that little red candle. It already made a nice move. I wanted to ring the cash register. This stock could very well pull back and go up, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to just take my money and run at this point. You know, sometimes I hold it longer, sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood, my situation. So I'm pretty happy with real nice gain on those two trades. Now, I basically traded the same number of shares on both trades, but I had a small loser on one and a bigger winner on the other that more than made up for my loser. So my batting average is only 50% here, but yet I've made a good chunk of money, and that's how it works. That's how you want to trade. Now, let me show you my second trade, which I made charts of over here. This is a trade I just barely got into today. This is Walgreens. Walgreens Boots Alliance is the full name. But you'll notice, first off to the left, that the market is up over 200 points today. That's the Dow Jones Industrial Average right there. And in fact, we're breaking into new highs today, which is January 9th, 2020. And all these stocks, except for my stock, is up. All these stocks are in the green and are making money to some degree. Now, I'm still in my long for Ameren, but Walgreens went down hard yesterday on missing earnings, and then today I sold short because I saw that the sellers appear to continue to be stronger here. I'm expecting this to trickle down further over the next coming days, and then I'll ring the cash register and take my profits. Now let me show you the intraday chart for today. So it kept down. It bounced around. Right about here is where, if it's going to reverse, it's going to keep going up. But it didn't. And I sold it short right there. Right about there. I'll even crisscross it for you. Right about here. Because if it's going to go up, it should start to show strength by then. It's not doing it. It's just kind of petering out, which tells you the sellers want to sell a whole bunch more of it, but they're trying not to drive it down too fast. They want to keep the prices up as long as they can as they slowly bring it down, so they don't lose too much money too quickly. That's what's going on here. Because you got to remember, over 90% of the stock and trades that happen in the stock market are done by big players with lots of money. So if these guys are trying to get out of shares, they're trying to get out of probably hundreds of thousands of shares, not 100 shares. Okay. And so they're trying to keep the price up so they can continue selling and pushing it down. So they're doing it ever so carefully. And they try to fool you by thinking, it's going to go back up. They bounce it up a little bit. And all the bottom fishers are buying right there, but they quickly push it back down. That's what's happening. And as of right now, I'm in a profit. Could this stock go back up from here? Yeah, sure, it could. And I'm going to watch for that. And that's why you never trade too many shares on any one trade. But I've already got a small profit in it, and it looks like it's going to keep on going down. So we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm looking for, is who's winning the battle. Not the 5-minute battle, the short-term battle. Who's winning the pressure really over the few days. Okay, and then you jump in. I'd rather be right and late than early and wrong. Okay, I'd rather give up some of the initial profits and have a higher percentage of being right so that I don't take losses. So that's what I do. You want to watch for reversals and see who's really winning the battle. But right now, the sellers are definitely winning the battle in Walgreens. And we'll keep an eye on it and make sure that's still the case over the coming days. Have a great week. Good luck in your trading. And hey, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. I teach people how to trade and invest in the stock market. So shoot me an email if you'd like. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day and happy trading. Bye-bye.